First I'm going in with Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. And then I already did my brows just because they're boring to watch. And then today I'm actually going to go to a friend of mine's pool party. This is like frozen. This is the e.l.f. Hello Hydration Face Cream. Look. It's like super hard. I actually keep this in my little skincare fridge that, shout out to my day one, got me for my birthday. I'm like trying to do this on a rush because I'm like running super late. Story of my life. I always run late to everything. So first I'm gonna prep my skin with the 4th Ray Beauty Glisten Up Mist, and then this has vitamin C, I believe, so this is gonna help my skin with the sun so it doesn't really damage it. Vitamin C is just really good for your skin. That's all you really gotta know. So I'm gonna spray this first all over my face as a primer. Well, primer mist. So next up, what I'm going to use, and I'm going to try to prolong my makeup because I'm unsure if I'm going to go swimming yet. I'm going to go in with 2 primers today. One is to actually like to hydrate and smooth out my skin. And this is the Wet n Wild. They're water drop primers, which is cucumber, coconut, and rose. So they have these 3. I believe I'm almost out of the coconut one, so I'm not going to go in with the rose. And then these actually came with a spray as well, but I didn't end up getting the rose because I already have a rose spray from Mario Badescu, I think that's how you say it. So I got the coconut and the cucumber one. I think I'm going to go in with the cucumber. So this is going to be the cucumber scented one. And this is how it looks like. This is actually works really good. I feel like I notice a difference when I do wear this. I don't notice a difference like right when I initially put it on, but I do notice a difference when I put my foundation over top. Like, I'm not going to say it's pore filling. It doesn't claim to be pore filling, but I have really bad smile lines, and it does help to fill in my smile lines for sure. Like, they're not as exaggerated as what they normally look like, so this makes a big difference in that, and it also really hydrates my face. And then the next primer that I'm going to be going in with is this e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer. Everybody says it's the dupe for the milk one. I never tried the milk one before, but what I do know is that this stuff is like seriously heavy duty. Like, they are not kidding when they say that it's gonna make your foundation like grip to it and make it last, because this is so like thick and sticky. It's like almost hard to like spread out around my face because of how sticky it is. Like, look. Okay, I don't even know if you can see. And then you can see this primer. It's like super hydrating as well, which for me, since I have dry skin, I love that. That primer is actually so good. Like, even if I do go in the water and I go swimming, like, that foundation is not going to be going anywhere. So I'm going to go in with Tarte's Foundcealer. This stuff is really good. It has SPF 20, but the only thing is it is way too light. So I'm actually going to mix in a little bit of a different foundation with it. I think I'm going to mix in ColourPop. I'm going to see how that looks. And then this is actually like a little like sheet separator that comes with like eyeshadow palettes. I just use this as a mixing sheet for foundations. Okay, that's a better shade. And then this ColourPop is in the shade medium 12W. And then the Tarte one is in 22N. Let me make sure. Yeah, 22N light neutral. What's really nice about the e.l.f. primer is that even though it's so sticky, you would think that it would cling to some areas more than others and it's gonna look patchy, but it actually doesn't. Actually looks really nice. You just need to make sure that you spread it evenly around your skin, otherwise it will cling to some areas better than others, but it's not gonna look patchy. I'm now going to be going in with concealer. I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in light beige. This stuff goes such a long way. And then actually, I'm going to mix in some of this ColourPop one, which is way too light. Way too light. And then again, I chose this concealer because this concealer will last through anything. So this is not going anywhere again. Okay. And then I think I'm actually going to spot conceal because this right there is bugging me. So I'm going to dot, oh, dot. And then I have found that using my finger actually works best in covering it up, because when I use a sponge, it kind of takes that coverage away that I really need for this pimple to just disappear. And then same thing with the brush. The brush just kind of moves it around, whereas I just tap in with my finger and it keeps the coverage there. See, look, pimple wear. But then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend out the sides. See, all gone. And this is from Wet n Wild in the shade Oaks on You. And I'm going to get this little e.l.f. stippling brush. I'm just going to go from put the product on the brush. Honestly, I find that this method is a lot easier to do. It's so much easier to control where exactly you want it instead of just blending out the line on your face. And this stuff's actually really good. I think it's less than $5, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to pat this in. I'm not going to do like no type of swiping motion. And then this is just going to make the bronzer that I put on top last a lot longer throughout the day, throughout like the heat. If I get wet again, even if I wear like this makeup for a long time. And then put a little bit more. And I'm not so much going to contour my nose because my nose is already like pretty skinny as it is. But I'm just more going to bronze it up so that way it's not like white and then gets kind of like lost and look flat on my face. Funny story, this Wet n Wild contour stick isn't even mine. It's my mom's, and I took it from her a long time ago because she wasn't using it. So I just kind of kept it ever since then. I mean, now she knows I have it, but she doesn't really care enough to like come like steal it back. Now I'm going to be going with this e.l.f. cream blush in Soft Peach. And then I got this other e.l.f. like stippling brush. Then this is also going to make my blush last a lot longer. I'm actually going to be going in with today this Coty Airspun powder. And then I find that putting on like loose powder, or even any powder for that matter, applying it with the sponge looks so much smoother. It makes the world of a difference. Can you even see the blush on my face? I think I need more. Okay, I think I went a little crazy with the blush. That's okay, I'm just going to go in with the side that I applied my foundation and tap it over. The bronzer that I'm going to be going over with is this Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This is in the shade Sunlight 21. And then this claims to be waterproof. I'm not 100% sure if it's waterproof, but I mean it sure does last a long time on my face. And I'm just gonna lightly get like this small little Flawless Concealer e.l.f. brush, and then I'm just gonna grab the bronzer and go tap. And just put it right underneath my nose. I don't know if you're gonna see this video first or if you're gonna see like my big haul video first, but this is in my haul video. This is the Catrice blush box in Golden Coral, and it's my first time using it. This claims to be waterproof. I mean, sure caught my interest. I look crazy. My sponge to the rescue. Just gonna go in with my bronzer brush with no like additional product on it. And then this is also one more item from like that haul that I got. This is the Essence Pure Nude in Be My Highlight, and I actually got this because a lot of people claim that it's like a natural highlight, and this is also my first time using it, so if it is natural, I want to wear it because I want to look like I'm glowing from within. I'm gonna actually use this ULTA matte primer because I do have like super dry skin, but for some reason my eyelids are like very oily. So I find that this really does mattify my eyelids, and it makes a great even base for my eyeshadow. And this is like a skin tone type shade. I'm stuck between two eyeshadow palettes because every time I use these I never have a bad eyeshadow day, so I know they never let me down. I think I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M441 brush. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Called Incense. honestly, if you were to ever buy any of the Anastasia palettes, I would say go for the Norvina first, and then like if they ever bring the Sultry palette back, which is this one, I mean they brought it back during the holidays, so I don't know if like they're gonna bring it back again, just because it was so good. Like that was one of their best palettes. I don't know why they made it limited edition, but that one would be my second option. Third option would for sure be their Soft Glam palette. And for me, the Jackie Aina. I have all of the Anastasia palettes. I mean, I like them all. Anastasia is definitely my favorite, one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow palettes. And then I'm not going to do anything like too crazy with my eyes. I mean, I never really do anything too crazy with my eyes anyways. I'm just going to be wearing like very neutral colors today. And then I'm going to be going in with the shade called Love. Like that one right there, that pink matte shade. And I'm just going to go a little bit over the top, like above my crease. Just have the like pink pop out just a little bit. And I'm going to go back in with this M441 brush from Morphe. Just going to blend it out. And I'm going with Volatile, this one right here. And I'm going to be going back in with that Morphe brush. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Dazzling, which is... Wait. I'm going to go in with that with my finger.
Unlock on her, which she saw, and I'm hiding from her under this. Hey, no! Oh, let's go, please.
I actually decided that I do, after all, want to go in with the shade, oh, let's drop my palette, Summer, which is that second shade on the top. I hope the whole video I was not blurry. So that's how the eyes look. So I'm going to be going in with this brush, just whatever's left on it from what I used. And then lastly, the shade where I used that darker shade. Go in and curl my lashes. I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Princess mascara, which this thing is so old. Like, this is probably the longest lasting mascara that I've ever had. This thing lasts me like 5 to 6 months. Like other mascaras, max usually will last me like 2 months or 3 months. 3 months the most. They'll just dry out. I'm gonna go in back with this highlight. I actually think I'm gonna go in back with that Norvina palette and use like a brightening shade. So I'm gonna go in with this one called Dreamer, which is the shade right next to Summer. Normally for like a really long lasting spray, I would go in with this Urban Decay one, the all-nighter spray. I'm like out of this one and I never bought a new one because I have so much other primer sprays and setting sprays that I want to use up. So a second option is the Wet n Wild sprays. These really can do it all. They can be a primer mist, setting spray, whatever you want them to be. They're really good at hydrating and making my makeup last all day. I'm going to go in with the Cucumber one just to match the little primer with it. I'm gonna go in with this little MAC Fix Plus in like their little like watermelon flavor. I don't know if these are still available, but they came out with these last summer. So now I have a little cucumber and watermelon scent on my face. Okay, it's so easy to go crazy with this because when you're spraying it, it almost feels like you're not getting your face, but then when you open your eyes and you look, you got your face. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with my spray. And then I'm not really going to go in with anything on my lips just because I want it to be natural. So if anything, I'm going to go in with this little like Sun Bum Tinted Balm, which has sunscreen on it. Okay, this is a little too pink for my liking. Gonna go in with this Maybelline Baby Lips one. Okay, I can't find the shade, but this is like their nude one. And then this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. If you're going swimming, all this makeup, but a waterproof mascara preferred. You'll be set to go and go swimming. Like even if you get your face wet, your makeup will still be there. I mean, if you want to touch up your makeup, like I would bring a bronzer, blush, and your highlight to go like and throw in your bag with you, just in case. Like you can just touch it up. Like it's not gonna melt off. If anything's gonna happen, it'll probably just fade a little bit, but your foundation is gonna stay. Your brows gonna stay. Eyeshadow gonna stay. So I hope you guys like it. I'll zoom in so you can see it better. Dry skin. So yeah. Also, let me know what whoever's watching this wants to see. I'm down to like any type of makeup or try any type of makeup or any type of like specific looks, like going to the beach look, going to a pool party, going to a birthday party, stuff like really anything, to be honest. But yeah, bye.